Although we live in a world of dirt, we're obsessed with keeping it off our cars, our carpets, and especially our clothes.
The average household does about 300 loads of laundry a year, and that means about 1,100 wash loads are started every second of every day in the United States. That's a lot of laundry.
For over half a century, one detergent has washed more clothes than any other.
Tide, launched in 1946, was the first synthetic laundry detergent that was launched on a national basis.
Tide in dirt out.
It skyrocketed to market leadership because of its ability to take out and remove dirt.
Cincinnati, Ohio is home to one of Procter & Gamble's main research facilities.
In this facility, we have roughly 600 appliances, washers, and dryers, helping us do over 20,000 loads of laundry in a year. Doing this many loads enables us to determine how we can best modify our formula to remove more dirt.
At laboratory workstations in the building's Analytical Sciences Department, chemists and other researchers study fabrics, the substances that soil and stain them, and chemical and enzyme cleaning agents. Then they test how they interact with each other. They're determined to root out even the smallest particles of dirt.
We're in the microscopy lab at Procter & Gamble, and we have a cotton sock that today we've cut a piece out. We've mounted that piece inside the electron microscope, and we're going to start looking at it at about 30x, and we'll work our way up to high magnifications. At 30 times, we only see the sock fibers, and when we zoom in to 500 times, then we can see the dirt really buried inside the fibers and actually around all the fibers. Now we're in a clump of dirt, and we're going to zoom in onto that.
At 10,000 times to a trained eye, the dirt's composition is clearly a type of clay.
And then we do an X-ray, and we can see the components that make up that, or the elements that make it up, which are magnesium, calcium, and iron. And that's what the components are that's in the clay that we're seeing on the actual cotton sock. By doing this analysis, we can better target the detergents and the enzymes required to remove those.
One of the major cleaning components that helps lift out embedded dirt is called a surfactant.
The surfactant stands for surface active agent. A surface active agent, or surfactant, is one molecule that has two very unique and distinct properties.
One end of a surfactant molecule is attracted to water. The other end is hydrophobic and attaches itself to anything else, including dirt, oil, and grease. The agitation in washing machines helps create a tug of war. The opposing forces of the surfactant wet the dirt and work it loose from the fabric. Over the years, Tide has added new enzymes to attack specific stains and diversified with different fragrances. But after almost 4 decades, it introduced the biggest change.
In 1984, Tide launched liquid detergent. At the time, the predominant form in the market was powder, but fast forward to today, and 80% of the marketplace is in the liquid form, and Tide is the dominant player. And the biggest manufacturing facility for liquid detergent in the world is Procter & Gamble's facility in Lima, Ohio.
Trucks and train cars deliver the huge amounts of what's needed to make up the different laundry products manufactured here, including the complex formulations of Tide that contain over 50 ingredients. The Lima plant has 14 packing lines, and they run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Bottles arrive to the packing line based on orders. They're already in the box, and they never leave the box. They're filled here on the packing lines, and they leave the plant in about 9 minutes.
Every minute, one packing line outputs enough Tide to last a family of 4 for 20 years. Because of the volume of product trucked, instead of driving on public streets, Procter & Gamble built their own 1.5 mile long road to their 1.1 million square foot fully automated warehouse.
The Empire State Building would fit inside this building, still with room for football fields on either end. It never shuts down, it never takes a break, and it's always ready to do what we need it to do.
Forklifts unload the pallets of Tide and other Procter & Gamble products off the trucks and into the automated shelving system. Each pallet is transported to one of the 94,000 storage positions inside this dark, cavernous maze. No need for lights. Computers and robots are doing all the work. When an order needs to be filled, it's delivered to the other side of the facility.
We're at the outbound end of the automated warehouse. An order has been automatically staged here by the computer. That signals a driver to come and begin unloading. In just a few minutes, this laundry product will be on its way. 25% of the laundry loads completed in the United States are completed with products shipped out of this warehouse.
One thing that laundry detergent manufacturers can count on is a continuing demand for their products. We always find plenty of ways to get dirty.